Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. If you haven't been here before, I'm Maria. My channel is called Blue Luna Craft, where I talk about things like candles and DIY and upcycling jewelry boxes. If that interests you, I have a store on Etsy, Blue Luna Craft. And today I want to talk about candles, specifically Kringle's Erin Go Bragh. This recently was on sale for half off, and I was fortunate enough to get one. I know it sold out super fast. Um, it was a quick one, and it's an interesting candle, very interesting. The only critique I have again about this candle is that the label is a little askew, it's a little crooked, and I noticed that with some of my Easter candles that it was a little crooked. So same thing here. I'm assuming they probably have fixed this. Uh, let's hope they did, because it's just enough to say it's crooked. Now, when I first picked up the box for this, I could smell this candle. I could smell this candle before I even opened the box. And I thought, oh boy, something happened. It broke, it melted. No, I opened it and it was perfectly fine. So it is quite a captivating fragrance. It definitely gets your attention. Definitely does. So I wrote the scent notes down because I want to flip this over, because the oils, if you look, I don't know if you can see on the side of the glass, that is oil. And there is a lot of oil. When I turn this, you can see it moving and pulling around. That doesn't bother me. From what I listened to and read, that people who have had some of these candles, um, with this excess oil, they burn just fine. And that it was a process in their manufacturing that they had to fix. Something new in their manufacturing. And okay, the scent notes are wood, spice, patchouli spice, amber, and tonka. So when I first opened this, I said, oh, there's the patchouli. For some reason, my brain always finds patchouli in a candle. So this to me is very patchouli forward. However, it has a creaminess to it, a little bit of a warmth, and I'm going to say that is the tonka and the amber that's in this candle. It takes that vibrant patchouli down a little bit. Now, people say that this smells like an Irish pub. Most of us have probably never been to an Irish pub, and they have no idea what an Irish pub smells like. However, I've been to an English pub, and what I remember there was the scent of beer and whiskey and fish and chips. So I wasn't expecting this candle to smell like that. Um, but I'm not sure what the Irish pub vibe is. I don't get any wood at all on cold. No wood. So I don't get that woody, if it's supposed to be tobacco-y, or I'm not sure. I don't get that on cold. So when I think of an Irish candle, initially I thought it would be something bright and green and mossy, like a peat fire, or they call it a turf fire, something like that. This is not that, and that's okay. Um, but when I think Irish, that was the first thing that came to mind. Now, truly, ironically enough. So I'm curious to see how this does on warm. The reviews say it smells just like an Irish pub. I don't know. I'm not getting any boozy beer, hops, anything like that on cold. It's just warm, bright, bold. This candle is bold. You cannot ignore it. It is calling for your olfactory bulb, and it's saying, hello, I'm here. It is probably one of the strongest candles that I have smelled in a long time. It is a banger, people. It's a banger. Um, yeah, patchouli, musk, musky amber, tonka. So I will be back in a video, or I'll add it to this one. I'm not sure what I'm doing with that yet, to let you know how this is lit. I have a feeling the throw won't disappoint, just because of how bold it is, and that I could smell it in the box. I can still smell it on the box. Incredible. Incredible. That's how strong this candle is. This beautiful label. You know, Kringle doesn't usually disappoint. They have some of the most interesting combinations of scents. I don't know what evil genius comes up with these, but they could have called this something else. They didn't have to necessarily call this Erin Go Bragh. They could have called this the Grateful Dead candle, or who knows, anything, and could have gotten away with it. Because, like I said, there's nothing pubby about this to me so far. So, those are my initial thoughts on cold. I'm curious if anyone else has any thoughts, if anyone else was able to get one of these, and what their thoughts are. So, that's Erin Go Bragh, and I will talk to you again soon.